Peace, family. Peace. Wow. What a weekend. Eh? What a Sunday. Sunday the 5th of March 2018. I decided to take myself down to Speaker's Corner. And boy, was it interesting. Boy, was it interesting, family. If you haven't seen the videos already, you can check them out on Content Over Everything. I'm just gonna say Content Over Everything right now, because there's a few channels that have got my stuff up, but you know, we're not trying to give them airtime, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, check out COE. I'll put the link in the comment section and in the description as well. But it was interesting, guys. It kind of got me thinking about myself and what I'm like. And I realized that I'm a lone wolf. Sorry, I've just come out of the sauna, so, you know, good life, good living and all that. Yeah, I've just realized something. I've realized I'm a lone wolf, guys. I knew that already, but the fact that I won't be dictated to by anyone, given terms to do something by anyone, is what scares people. That's what scares people. People that are lone wolves, people that are free thinkers, people that do not conform to society's rules and regulations, or to the pack, to the herd, let's say. There's a herd mentality down at Speaker's Corner. There's a herd mentality in society. It's a microcosm of the macro, okay? And so when I go to Speaker's Corner, what I see is a herd. I see a herd of people following people, and I'm just not one of those people. I'm just not a follower. I'm a person who wants to carve out their own way in the world. And I've realized that I only really want to affiliate myself with people who also want to carve out their own way and aren't about following a general herd and following a general pack. And I've realized that the people that I've surrounded myself with are people who also are lone wolves, who want to carve out their own way in the world, and we've kind of gathered together. So all of my squad are lone wolves who cut themselves off from the pack and decided to walk that road alone. You see, I walked a long road alone for a long time, and that's when I kind of realized who I was as a man. You see, my family were all into, and still are into, the Christian faith, the Seventh-day Adventist faith, and I decided to cut myself off from that and go my own route. You see, I decided to take my own route. And trust me, it was lonely. It was lonely, but do you know what that done for me as a man? It galvanized me. And it made me look into myself. It made me find myself. And a lot of people don't want to break away from the herd, I've realized. And I've seen a lot of people do not want to break away from the herd because the herd is safe. Okay? But what they don't understand is when you break away from the herd, you actually find another herd. And those people are stronger than the herd that you were with. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people are stronger than the herd you were with, because these people's mind is stronger. They can't just be dictated to. They can't be told what to do. They actually sit down amongst themselves and decide what's best for them. They're not dictated to by either a book or a bunch of people who they see as superior to them. They sit down amongst themselves and they decide what is good for them. And those are the kind of people that I want to surround myself with. Not this herd mentality. Because what I saw at Speaker's Corner this Sunday was a bunch of religious people who are following a herd. And, you know, the whole situation at Speaker's Corner when I was down there to confront Muhammad Tawhid, and this whole, also this thing with Muhammad Hijab about this MMA match, it was brought up again. And it's like, people think that I'm stupid. and I'm far from it. I'm a well-read individual, okay? And what people need to start doing is start reading certain books. And one of the things you need to know is you never, ever allow someone to dictate to you and put you in a position that they want you in. Don't ever do that. As a lone wolf, as someone who is a free thinker, don't ever allow someone to push you somewhere where they want you. You see, you not necessarily want yourself there, but they want you there so they can be on their comfortable playing field. Don't ever, ever, ever conform to somebody's rules and regulations and playing field. And so people say, oh, Sarah, why have you not taken up the challenge that Muhammad Hijab done? He wants to fight you in an MMA match. And I'm like, listen, that's what he wanted. I didn't come to him. He came to me. And if he thinks, or if anybody thinks I am going to allow another people to dictate to me what I should do for myself, you're crazy. I dictate terms for myself, and I do what I want to do when I want to do it, right? And that's what lone wolves do. That's what men do. They don't allow people to dictate to them. And this is what's funny, and this is the IQ level of a lot of people there. They think that because somebody says they want to do something to you, so they want you to do something for them, you must do it. And if you don't do it, then you're a coward and you're a this and you're a that. And it's like, if you're not smart enough as an individual to understand when you're being played, okay, then you need to get smart. People are going to, in this thing called life, people are going to try and dictate to you and get you into a position that they are comfortable with. Always make people uncomfortable and make yourself comfortable. Always. Never allow somebody, okay, to be comfortable around you. Never allow them to be comfortable, because if they think they're comfortable around you, then they feel that they can treat you a certain way. Do you get what I'm saying? And I like people to be uncomfortable. Well, the people that I want to be uncomfortable around me, my own pack, my own wolf pack, they know me, right? And you should know your own wolf pack, and they should know you, and you guys should be comfortable around each other. But any other person that's not within the pack, you make them feel uncomfortable. Don't let them ever get you on their terms. You make them understand your terms, and you let them know exactly who you are. And this can like dictate to, I see a lot of young people, right, getting involved in crime, knife crime, all this kind of stuff. And I feel like it's because they're not lone wolves. They're about the herd. They feel comfortable with being part of the herd. And I'm telling you, there are a lot of people in the herd right now, right? A lot of young boys out there right now that are just doing stuff because the herd is doing it. But they're scared to remove themselves from the herd because of the backlash, okay? The herd's going to say, oh, you're a this, you're a that, you're a that, you're a this. And they'll find themselves back in the herd just out of fear. Now, you need to learn to man up and walk that road alone. And I'm telling you, it's going to be lonely. It is going to be lonely. Trust me, I've done it. But I'm telling you, on your lonely road, you will find people that are doing the same thing you are doing and have been exiled the same way you have been exiled. And you create your own pack, right, out of those exiled people. I'm telling you, it's okay to remove yourself from the herd, because I'm telling you, there are people in this world that will put a battery pack in your back and send you on your way to do stuff that they want you to do. And you're out here like, I don't know if I'm comfortable doing this, but it's the herd. The herd's told me to do this. And then you realize you're only doing stuff based on what someone else told you to do. I don't do that. I do what the hell I want to do when I want to do it. And no one's going to dictate to me any terms. Just let me know. I'll come to you with terms. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'll come to you with terms. And I don't expect you to take my terms either. I'm telling you that. I don't expect anybody to take my terms, because that will show me that you are a man or a woman or someone who is a lone wolf that understands himself and will not be dictated to. And that brings respect from me. And that's when I have to say, you know what? I got to treat this individual just like I would treat myself. Do you get what I'm saying? But people who think they can come to you and dictate stuff to you and tell you what to do, I don't have time for those people. And I'm telling you, let me tell you, people, family, they will call you every single name under the sun once you remove yourself from that herd. They will tell you, you are this, you are that, you are X, you are Y, you are Z. Be strong. Know yourself, okay? There is, I take from African philosophies all over the African continent. On the walls of, or on the temples of Kemet, right, there is a saying. It says, man, know thyself. If you don't know yourself, if you don't know who you are, you will allow people to give you their agenda, and you'll be running with somebody else's agenda and realizing, you know what, I don't know if this is actually me. But it's too late, because you are somebody who needs to be part of a herd, right? And needs to be part of a pack, and you need to feel like you need to be part of this. You're doing stuff that you wouldn't necessarily do. And I'm telling you, there are people who are doing this I'm saying, especially religion. Religion is the most herd pack mentality. The most herd pack mentality, family. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. So at Speaker's Corner, we saw, you'll see the video, if you do watch the videos, which saddened me. It always saddens me when your own quote unquote people go against you. I expect people who are not of me to go against me. I expect that. Do you get me? But my own peoples, it kind of saddened me. It makes me feel a little bit sad. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't really want to beef with my own people. I tell black people this already. There's enough quote unquote black on black violence, right, for me to be perpetuating the same stuff. I don't want to do that. It's long. We've got so many problems that we have to deal with as a people already. We don't need to be beefing with one another. Because when we stop beefing, we got to go out into that world and realize, oh, there's a whole nother beast out here, right? So I don't want to be beefing with my brother. But this Jamaican guy, who I debated on a couple of occasions at Speaker's Corner before, felt the need to come in between Adnan Rashid and Muhammad Hijab and tell me, oh, there were people that were looking to come and do you something from Birmingham and Manchester and all this kind of stuff. And I'm looking at him like, brother, seriously, just chill. Like, me and you are the same. After today, me and you are going to get treated the same. So why you're going to jump in front of these people to defend? They wouldn't jump in front of you to defend you like this. They just wouldn't. And that's what I've noticed. There's a very real thing that not many of... I know I've got people that listen to me from all over the world, right? Black, white, Sikh, Hindu, Asian, Muslim, whatever. But there's a very real thing within the black community about not knowing ourselves and latching onto other people's stuff because we've removed ourselves from our own stuff. And when we do that, we seek to get the approval of the people whose stuff we've latched onto. We seek to get their approval. And we seem to be, I think it was either Dr. John Henrik Clarke Dr. Henrik Clarke, it was. He said, when black people become Christian, they want to out-pope the Pope. And when they become Muslim, they want to out-Muhammad. And I've found that to be true. Like when black people get something that is not ours, we go so hard for it. We go, yeah, we're the best Christian. Oh yeah, we're the best Muslim. Even more so than the other Muslims and the other Christians, the peoples whose religion it actually is, the Europeans and the Arabs. We go harder than they go. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like we want to prove to them that we are just as good as them. And it's like, listen, stop seeking approval from these people. My black brother, I ain't got no beef with you. I really don't. You got beef with me. I see you as my brother, but you see me as a quote unquote kafir or whatever it is, right? But I don't see you that way. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It saddens me, people. It really does sadden me. it saddens me, man. Like, it makes me think that, boy, we got a long way to go, man. Like, somebody at Speaker's Corner, I spoke to a university student, a white boy at university student. It might be coming out on COE, because I know COE filmed it, and he was talking about nationalism and racism, and I was basically saying it's okay to be a nationalist, because he was talking about Tommy Robinson and this woman called Lauren Southern. I said, be a nationalist. I don't begrudge anyone being a nationalist. I'm a nationalist, you know. I'd love to sit down and talk to a nationalist, a white nationalist or a British nationalist. I'd love to sit down and talk to them, because people don't understand that we would have similar ideas, you know. But I do want to know if you're a racist, though. You know, I tell people, I do want to know if you're a racist, you know, because I want to know where I stand with you. But nationalism is not a problem. Like, my time at Speaker's Corner this Sunday was like, it was interesting. It was interesting because, you know, Muhammad Hijab came there and he started putting in like a mouth guard, you know, trying to, listen, I'm not intimidated by anyone. Like, this man put in a mouth guard, like, and smiling like it was intimidating me. I'm like, bro, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've realized that on my journey in life, there are certain doors that people open, right? And I've known what doors to either open or not open. And Muhammad Hijab himself keeps proposing violence. He keeps proposing violence to Gary, myself, Shia guy. There's a Shia guy proposed this match to this Ty, brother Ty. He proposed violence to him. And I'm like, you keep opening the doors of violence. And I'm like, one day someone's going to open that door for you, you know? And I don't think you understand. Like, I'm not proposing violence to anybody, because I'm here for a debate, whatever. But this guy keeps proposing violence. And I'm like, bro, not everyone works with, okay, meet me at a certain time on a certain day and we're going to put up your dukes and do that. Some people may be looking at you and be like, you know what, this guy thinks he's the real one, isn't it? Let me test him. And when you go on like that and you keep going on like, oh, because, I don't know, what, you're 6'6" or some kind of stuff, and you think that your size is going to, you know, help you out, bro. You keep proposing violence. You keep opening up the door of violence, bro. And violence might come to see you. I don't want violence to come and see you. I don't. Because I don't wish that kind of stuff on people. But just stop proposing violence, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, violence. I've got family, right? I'm just going to say, I've got family who are involved in some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've grown up around both sides of let's say both sides of the coin, fam. Okay? So people may hear me speak and say, oh, Sarah speaks quite well and da da da. It's like, yeah, because I had to understand how to navigate myself through the world in which I live. I was raised in South London, raised around a lot of people who done some real stuff, right? And I said I'm trying to be vague here, but some real shit. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've still got family doing some real shit. I've got family that had to stop coming down to Speaker's Corner to do some real shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, stop proposing violence. Like, stop doing that. It doesn't make sense, because I'm not the person who comes there to propose violence. And I myself am there for intellectual debate. People know that I'm there for intellectual debate. If I think something's bullshit, I will tell you it's bullshit. That's just the way I work. I've got a no-nonsense type of debate style that rubs people the wrong way sometimes. And, you know, sometimes a lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. But I'm not there for violence. Violence is people who have seen violence. And I've seen violence. I've had to attend funerals with mothers crying. People who have seen violence, they know they don't want violence, bro. Like, people who've seen real violence know that violence is not the answer. That's why I don't propose it, because I've seen it. I've seen shit go down, and I've had to hold my own eyes closed from the stuff that I've seen. And I'm like, listen, I don't want that to happen to no one. I don't want it to happen to me. I don't want it. But people think violence is a game. Violence ain't a game, bruv. And I'm like, these people they keep proposing violence, and I'm trying to keep as cool as I can, you know. I keep cool, because I know I don't want violence, bro. Because I know that there are people that would be like, you know what? We're taking over from here, bro. Because that's what I had to stop. I had to actually stop people from doing that. I don't think people think, oh, Sarah's scared and da-da-da. Listen, I had to stop people. I had to remove myself from Speaker's Corner for a long time. For a few reasons, let's say. But I don't want violence. Speaker's Corner is an institution that's been going on for 150 years. And I want it to continue to go on for another 150 years. I don't want it to stop. I don't want it to be a place of violence and a place of combat. It's nonsense. It's there for intellectual debate. But I realize that's what happens when you're a lone wolf, when you remove yourself from the status quo, when you remove yourself from the pack, the way normal people think. Normal people, I say. I've had it. There's always going to be a backlash, people. And I'm saying to my people out there that understand me, be a lone wolf. Trust me, on that road, yeah, you're going to meet people like myself, okay? You're going to meet people like myself. You're going to meet other people that are also lone wolves, and you'll create your own pack. Trust me. But you got to take that step and say, you're not going to follow the herd. Because these people are sheep. A lot of these people are just sheep. I'm telling you, don't be a sheep. Be a lone wolf or a lone lion. But be someone who is a free thinker. Because in the beginning, you'll seem like you're clambering in the dark, right? It will seem like that. When you remove yourself from the herd, it seems like, but you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not ready to move to the next situation. A lot of people get too comfortable. The people that excel in this world are the people that put themselves in uncomfortable situations and still excel out of those uncomfortable situations. That's the type of person I am. And I need people around me. I need the whole family to be like that. Because even if my pack was to break down, doesn't matter. Because all of us are lone wolves, so we'd actually be okay. But we understand the thing that brings us together is that lone wolf mentality, that fact that we're actually okay by ourselves. You guys see me at Speaker's Corner. For years, by myself. Lone wolf, by myself. You know? I didn't need a squad. I'm not down there with squad. These people are down there with squads of people, right? Packs of people. I'm there by myself because that's the type. I'm confident within myself. You see? And be that confident. Say, you know what? It might be a little uncomfortable for me, but you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm actually going to do it. Family? I'm telling you, you got to have that lone wolf mentality. Don't allow anyone to dictate terms to you. You dictate terms for yourself, okay? Sometimes it's a gift and a curse sometimes, though. I'm telling you, it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse, trust me. But dictate your own terms. Don't allow nobody to dictate terms to you. You be the one to dictate terms. Peace, family. Peace.